Chapter 1 of Art, Money, and Success, written by me, Maria Brophy. How I Mastered the Business of Art. The insurance industry was my bread and butter until I met an artist named Drew Brophy. It was 1996, and he was only 25 years old. His lifestyle was fascinating. He was painting surf art for a living while traveling to surf spots all over the world. I remember watching this long-haired surfer paint surfboards while sitting on the floor of his San Clemente Beach apartment. Right away, I saw immense potential in his work, and I felt compelled to be a part of it. While working my full-time job at the insurance company, I helped Drew part-time. I started by handling his marketing. I was able to get him many media interviews, which helped with sales of his work. Then I developed a program where we sold his art prints to surf shops. All of this was done on the weekends and evenings, as I had a 9-to-5 job to go to every day. We got married, and a few years later, Drew finally convinced me to quit my corporate job to work with him full-time. Friends said that it was nuts for me to leave that nice salary, but I did it. And our son was just 3 years old at the time. I'll admit it, I was afraid to give up my security, benefits, and 401k program. But the lure of a life of adventure and doing what I loved was stronger than my practical concerns. I called my friend Lauren and asked for advice. She had previously left a high-paying job to live her dream of being a writer. She told me what I would need it to hear. Once you leave that job, your new life will begin and you'll never look back. And she was right. The day I left that corporate job was the day my life truly began. I was free to create my own business, to travel when I wanted, and to be there for my kids. And the best part was that I was doing what I loved. However, once I'd left my job, I realized that the art business was tougher than I'd imagined. I had to figure out how to increase Drew's art sales to cover the income that we'd just lost. I had no idea how to take our sales to a higher level. It wasn't enough that Drew was talented. I quickly learned that there was much more to financial success in art than talent. It became my quest to learn the ins and outs of making a living as an artist. We created a rough business plan and strategy, and we figured the rest out as we went. As I dug deeper into learning about art sales, I was shocked to find that many artists who were winning prestigious awards and had a big name in the traditional fine art world weren't even able to support their families with their art. I was introduced to one very well-known artist who sells her art in fine New York galleries and has won numerous awards. She was a big deal in her town. I was excited to learn more about her path, until it was revealed to me that she worked as a full-time secretary and that her art was not supporting her. It became clear to me that awards and accolades alone weren't the path to a financially successful art business. Then I found other artists who were virtually unknown in the fine art world, but were literally earning hundreds of thousands a year in art sales. I thought to myself, how can this be? There are games being played all around us. There is the game of the poor artist paradigm, the game of the artist seeking to win accolades, and then there is the game of the financially successful artist. I discovered that you can choose which game you want to play. I decided to learn the game of the financially successful artist. I continued to study these artists to learn their secrets. The financially successful artists were not applying for grants or entering contests. Instead, they were employing the strategies of business owners and putting an artistic spin on it. As I learned one new strategy after another, we began to see an increase in Drew's art sales. We fine-tuned our pricing and marketing, and we made deals with larger companies that helped us take his art to the mainstream market. We started adding multiple streams of income into the mix. We learned about art licensing and how to generate money over and over again from one single painting. Drew's name became synonymous with surfing and art in the world of action sports. He began getting larger and larger opportunities from companies, licensees, and art collectors. We stopped doing business with time wasters and energy suckers. We put an end to giving art away and learned how to generate huge profits just by making a few small changes in the way we worked with clients. It wasn't always easy. We learned hard lessons, had some great successes, and quite a few failures. Our tenacity resulted in being able to support our family of 4 in a Southern California beach town with the income generated from a mere surf artist. Multiple streams of income and being open to learning new strategies is what keeps us in business even when the economy is bad. We have consistently earned well over 6 figures every 3 to 6 months since 2001. The irony is this: neither Drew nor I have had formal art training. Drew had only one art class in college, and then he decided to go right to work as an artist after high school. Instead of academic training, Drew and I have spent many years discovering, testing, and applying the strategies of truly successful artists. And now I am passing this information on to you. This is the end of chapter 1. Stay tuned for chapter 2. Hit subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you will not miss the next one. And also please go to mariabrophy.com/book where you can get free downloads of the worksheets that you're going to need for the next few chapters in this book. Thanks for listening.